Well, it's my birthday, and what a bleak day it is today. All dark and gloomy. But I had a great day yesterday. Was at Alton Towers. Fantastic day. But another thing about today is we've got the winter clothing on. First week in September, we've got winter clothing for work. That's it. We're done now. That's the start of the cold. We've got no hope. No hope for warmth at work. No, it might just be today. But yeah, I'm sort of just. I don't feel like a film, should I say? I don't feel like a film for a few days because my mic's been messing up and there's been cables and stuff that just aren't working properly. At least I think it's cables. Just bought some new cables and testing them out and stuff like that. But we'll see. Hopefully what I say doesn't get lost and isn't shit. We can always hope. But I've been sort of slowly listening to this podcast, one of Andrew Huberman's podcasts, and one of the things they're talking about is how do I describe it? How do I sum it up? Basically, you don't want to change who you are for others. Be your true self. And if others want to stick around, fantastic. That's how it's meant to be. Which I fully agree with, I think I do. Pretty sure I do. And the thoughts going on in my head are stuff like, you don't need to change for people if you don't want to. You don't actually want to. You know, people have got to realise that if you're not filling the hole that they want filled, that's what she said, fuck, then, you know, they've got to find that somewhere else, and that's okay. But, you know, so you don't have to change to be someone else that you're not, because you've also got to remember, you're not going to effectively do what they want, what that person wants from you, or they think they want from you. You're not going to fully be great at that and fulfill their needs, because it's not naturally you. You can't beat someone who's naturally a certain way. So you don't have to try and be someone to please other people. And I was thinking about the fact that, yeah, if someone doesn't have a certain quality that you want, isn't caring enough, isn't fun enough, isn't sporty enough, you know, it doesn't mean you have to ditch that full person. They might have other qualities that obviously, you know, if they're like your friends and stuff and family, well, family, you shouldn't really ditch family if it's a healthy relationship, but either way, these people you shouldn't really fully ditch, because especially friends, you've chosen them for a reason. Now it depends what the reason is and what they give you. And if there's a little bit missing out of that, you know, you ain't got the care, you ain't got the physical exercise, you haven't got the fun that you're having with them, but you've got other things in that relationship with people, you can still keep them and just try and find it somewhere else. Either you've got to find it within yourself, or you've got to find it through some other person. You know, I was talking with someone the other day, and they were saying, you know, they just don't feel like they relate to all the friends. And I'm like, but you relate in some different areas. you're wanting an exact person. You're wanting yourself to be your friend. And I've had them thoughts myself. Do you know what I mean? Where you're almost your perfect friend in your, in essence, in your thoughts. Yeah, I'd love another me to be mates with. We'd have so much in common. But you're also forgetting the negatives that would come with that, the conflicts that would come with that. So you don't, all your relationships with people aren't going to be perfect. And I wonder if it's a thing we've been led to believe is common. Because, I don't know if it's just me in my life, but it's not that common to have people. I don't know anyone who has the exact same everything as me, beliefs, interests, and that's fine. I don't look at that as a negative. I just look at it as you and yourself are unique. You're a product of your environment and your genetics. The chances that you're meeting someone that you're fully going to be engrossed in everything with. And I think maybe there's some of the people that you see that seem like, they've got best friends they just love doing everything together. Everything's great together. They both love the same things. One, you don't see the conflicts that they probably have, or they haven't arose yet. Arose. They haven't happened yet. And two, maybe they're faking it. Maybe it's not truly that. Maybe they're both being someone who they're not, just to protect what they have. Whereas, if you stepped out your comfort zone and you start integrating yourself with other people who are naturally different ways and give you naturally different things. In the podcast, they're talking about relationships like, girlfriend, boyfriend and stuff like that. And they're talking about how you shouldn't, the issue is serving the other person. You want to make them happy and you have to make them happy. And they're talking about, you don't have to do that. I'm happy. You might not be. It doesn't mean I have to be brought down to your level and we both be unhappy. I'm happy and you can come up to my level. I'm going to be here for you, but I don't have to serve you at every call to make you happy and sacrifice my happiness. And that sounds like common sense. That sounds like common knowledge. Everyone understands that. But maybe not everyone does that in their specific relationships. They might, the term, I always think about the term, what is it? A simp. And for me, I would hate to be someone who would simp, because that's actively changing who you are to suit another person. You're doing things you do not want to do for someone else all the time. Don't get me wrong, there's sacrifices to be made, I think, in everything. You gotta do stuff you don't want to do. But if your full life is being lived and it's stuff you do not want to do, what's the point? You're not even living your life. You're not even being you. There's no point in you having a soul. There's no point in you even existing, because you're just a makeup of certain things. A makeup of someone who you're not. No one even knows who you are because you've not been yourself. And it's easy to get into the rhythm of being someone you're not, because you want to please other people, you get pleasure, you don't want to stand out, you don't want to be the odd one in the crowd. But that's what makes people special. The people who risk being the odd one out are the people that everyone wants to be around. The people that everyone thinks are great, and everyone gets attracted to those people who are just themselves. And you can always tell who's just themselves because they have shit going wrong in their life. They have shit going on in their life that's conflicting, that, they're doing things wrong, and they're openly admitting that they're doing things wrong. That's a sign that they are being true to themselves because they're not trying to hide anything. But yeah, anyway, it's an interesting podcast. Not finished it yet, so anyway, at work now, so peace.